How many of you have ever been to the city of Watts? Those of you that have raised their hand, how many of you have ever heard of the Watts Towers or been there? Okay, well, the Watts Towers are a symbol of pride to the city of Watts. Um, they have been there for quite a while now. The surrounding areas of Watts are cities of Long Beach, Linwood, Southgate, Willowbrook, and Compton. There's many negative things people say about Watts, but such as the crime rates, the gangs, the the Watts riots. But there's actually a lot of good things that come from Watts. There's many good people that only seek for for the better for the future. Oh, okay. By gaining more knowledge of the city of Watts, you will agree with me why the Watts culture has the Watts culture is unique. It's not like another. First, I will talk to you about the Watts Towers and the culture that was formed thanks to them, and then I will talk to you about how I identify with the Watts culture and the different things people have to say about Watts. Okay, Simon Rodeo was the man that created the Watts Towers. He is from Italy. He migrated to the United States after his older brother did. He he moved to the West Coast, where currently known for Watts. He bought a land, which is the site of the Watts Towers, and he started building the Watts Towers all by himself. He It took him 36 years. He used basic items of everyday life. He used ceramics. He used pottery. He used broken glass to create the Watts Towers. Um, when he was getting into the age of 75, he actually gave the towers to a neighbor because of his age. He retired and he moved to Martinez, California, Northern California. And a few years after he moved and sold and gave the Watts Towers to his neighbor, there was a house that was in the Watts Tower site, which was his, and it burned down. But for that reason, the city thought it was best to actually tear down the Watts Towers because it might have posed a threat. But the citizens of Watts actually felt it was unnecessary. They gathered a lot of signatures to keep the Watts Towers up, and they even had an inspector go look at the Watts Towers to make sure that there was no threat. And they even created like a cultural center for the Watts Towers. It's a center that's still there. It's really nice. You guys should go see it. And the Watts Towers are not owned privately no more. They are owned by the Los Angeles County. And the culture was formed when the Watts Towers were gonna go down. When they were gonna tear down the Watts Towers, I feel that the culture was formed because everybody came united. Like as a community, everybody decided the Watts Towers are part of our culture. We should preserve the Watts Towers, and they made it possible. I live in Watts, therefore I consider myself to be part of their culture. I am from Watts, and I have no shame of being from Watts. I have experienced many good things living in Watts. I have graduated from Watts from elementary, middle, and high school. I I have actually contributed to the Watts community by going around painting murals in different parts of the city. I have also done community service, cleaned up streets, and participated in many events, which makes me, which that's why I think I identify with the culture. I have also met a lot of people, which I consider really good friends that are from Watts. Watts is a comfortable place to live in. People say Watts is ghetto, and by ghetto they mean everybody has EBT, everybody lives in the projects, everybody everybody uses slang different things. Usually like what people think about, but I think it's all a state of mind. Like it depends on the actual person, and I'm living in Watts because I'm comfortable. If you're not comfortable living in a place, then you like move out. You know. Okay. Now that you have acquired knowledge of on Watts, you can agree with me why I think Watts is unique. First, I talked about the Watts Towers and how culture was formed and how I identify with people. Now, I will move on to conclude with my speech. Watts has changed me even though crime still exists and is still occurring. Not like before when I used to hear gunshots every week or so in front of my house. It's Watts is a united community. Yeah.